Your life doesn't end up an accident. Your life is a series of actions that you initiate or don't initiate, and that your thoughts are going to control that roadmap. And so how are you using your mind today to either make yourself feel great or not? I posted on Instagram this morning. I said, listen, your destiny is ultimately controlled by a decision you already made this morning. Everyone watching this already made a decision this morning. This morning, they made it a life-changing, huge decision this morning. And that is either I'm going to get up, enter the world with no intention, go through the motions to hopefully get by or survive, or I am going to get clear in this morning about what I want, what I'm going after, who I'm going to be, how I'm going to serve, and whether or not I'm going to be excellent and extraordinary or not. And the problem is most people never make that conscious decision. So I was learning early on, make the conscious decision about who you want to be each day, stay congruent with that. And that was, for me, a kid who was just going through the motions, all of a sudden going, oh, who do I want to be? What do I want my relationships to be like? That was really important. And then I started setting personal challenges every month. At the beginning of each month, I did this whole thing where I holistically evaluate my life, the first of every month. And it's like these 10 different categories of my life, from emotional to relational to financial to career, mission, objectives, all these things. I go down that on the first of the month, just kind of a holistic viewpoint of my life. And then I set a personal challenge and a professional challenge. And I do that every month. Every Sunday, I revisit my progress. Every Sunday for 23 years. So it's not like I'm just, one day ended up in a happy life. It was like that a level of self-evaluation that most people avoid until their birthday or New Year's. I do it every Sunday and every first of the month, and I don't ever miss. And I think that has helped me kind of know what my thing is. Because I don't think I'm super special. It's like what I help people do, the only reason I get to work with all these people you mentioned is because they're at a new level in their life where they're going, what is it now for me? And I help them kind of figure that out. Like, what is it now for you about how you want to define yourself? What types of relationships you want and how deep you want to go? What is it that you want to develop as skill sets? What is the specific service you want to provide? And I just work them through that because I've been working through that myself. You're observing your life dispassionately from a place of mindfulness and understanding where the judgment isn't there that's negative. And so that's a huge part of it. Because a lot of people, the reason they hate self-audits and they hate self-evaluation because it feels bad, but they're letting it feel bad. Like instead, it's like, how do I perceive this and think through instead what my real intention should be? So how do I do it? And here's how I'd recommend others do it. First, I have my high performance planner, which literally details out. But if you don't have the high performance planner, here's a simple thing to do. 3 things I want you to do every day. First, I want you to write 10 prompts for the morning for yourself. 10 prompts. Those prompts for you might say, how can I be a great mother today? How can I show appreciation to someone on my team today? It might say, how do I care for my health today? It might say, 3 words I want to keep in mind all day. The message I have for myself today is this. The most difficult thing I'm going to face today would be this, and the best way my best self could overcome it is this. 2 big long-term projects to keep in mind are this, right? Those, write down 10 prompts. So the high performance planner begins in the morning. There's the 10 prompts that we know correlate with long-term success that we've measured. There they are. So I fill that out every morning. Second thing I want you to do, at the end of the night, 10 more prompts. What did I learn about myself today? What did I learn about other people today? Did I demonstrate my best today? Where did I not? Where did I get stuck? Where did I get frustrated? What negative thought did I have today that I don't need to have anymore? How did I treat people today? Did I move as swiftly towards my goals today? That type of thing. But the other piece about it is at night, I do the scorecard. So for me, it's the 6 habits of high performance now: clarity, energy, necessity, productivity, influence, and courage. There's the word clarity. And it says, was I very clear about exactly what I need to do today to move forward? Score, 1 to 5. And so what you gotta do, the third thing I want you to do, build your scorecard for the end. And your scorecard might say dad. Your scorecard might say leader. Your scorecard might say specific. But what I've made it is habit driven. So it's generate energy. Did I generate the energy I needed today to deliver my best? Productivity. Did I avoid distraction today and only focus on the needle moving activities?
And what do you do if the answer is a low score on something?
It's always, there's so many low scores in there.
What do you do about it?
I'm aware of it, and I take that, and what I do is I flip the page the next day of the planner, and I just write down, don't get stuck here, don't do this. It's a constant learning process. The nice thing about self-awareness is the human brain has this incredible capacity for guilt. And most people unconsciously let that roll over them and kick their butt and make a horrible life. I love guilt. Guilt is a tool. Guilt is a weapon. Guilt does not have to be a bad thing. It's not like I perpetuate, but I'm like, I love that I feel bad when I don't do a good job. Most people hate that about themselves. I love that feeling. I'm like, I didn't do a good job there. Next time I will. So some people, guilt is discouragement. Other people, it's a signal for learning. To me, guilt is a signal for learning. It is the body and the brain, the spirit, knowing what is right, knowing what is wrong, knowing what's great, knowing what's mediocre. And it's saying, hey, a little better. Now, if it's translated into a negative impulse, then some people call it guilt. But I'm totally cool with it. You know what? I think it's good that we feel bad when we do something that is below our standard or that's not right, because that impulse to go, I want to do that better.